Boom. And here we go. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Diamond Zone Call. You're here with Lisa G. Lisa Giammalva from, I guess, gloomy California. We've officially entered into the June gloom space. But I'm so excited. I don't need sunshine to be pumped up this morning. We are ready to put our running shoes on. For those of you who obviously want to rank advance, this is the 2-week run that you guys have to do that under. We are clicking over right now as we speak. All the computers right now are uploading, which means they're calculating last pay cycle, and they're going to click over, and very shortly we're going to be in the new pay cycle. So having said that, we are officially ready to launch, and that's what's going to be the talk today. It's really how to launch. It's how to launch fast. This is it, you guys. This company, I'm telling you right now, is poised to go to $1 billion with everything that we just came off of in Thailand. As you know, there's so many new announcements. I don't need to recap them because we've been recapping them for over a week now. But we're right now poised to go to $1 billion. This is going to be, we already are the talk of the industry, but we're about to start breaking some serious records. So I'm really excited to be hosting the Diamond Zone Call this morning. And I'm going to really be talking about how to launch your business and how to go to the top, how to rank advance. Because the name of the game here is rank advance, get to diamond as fast as you can. That should be everybody's goal when they get started within their first 30 days. That's the first rank that needs to happen as soon as possible. And I really believe it's easier to go fast. It's easier to hit that than it is platinum or gold. And I'm not taking anything away from going gold or platinum. That's no joke. That's fantastic. But if you really do what you need to do and you go fast, diamond should be the goal for every single person that gets in. That's what you need to be speaking every single time you get somebody started. They need to go diamond. And we as leaders need to show them how to go diamond, which all kind of ties into basically how to launch your business. But before I get into the training, you guys, I do want to reiterate, obviously Vegas. This is going to be such a huge event. I don't think this should be something that's optional. I mean, in my opinion, this should be a mandatory event that you need to be at because, again, it's going to be life-changing. The topics we're going to be getting into are going to be absolutely amazing. A lot of recognition. We're going to have a big party in our suite on Thursday night. We're going to have one of those big suites. You don't want to miss that, but you have to be a team developer to attend. And at that event, you need to be in attendance at that event. We're going to be giving away cash, okay? For the new rankings that happen, I think we started this 2 pay cycles ago. If you advance to the rank of platinum, okay, we're giving away $100. If you would advance to the rank, a new rank of diamond, $200, double diamond, $300, new double diamonds, grand diamonds, $400, and any brand new presidents, $500 cash, okay? So you could either go gamble or put it towards your expenses. But I'm telling you, this is the time to rank advance, okay? We've been talking about that coming into Vegas, how important it is. Also, before I, again, get into the training, I want you guys to know that I did buy a block of tickets. If you buy a block of 10 or more, you could get them at half price. I have half price tickets left. I think I have about 5 or 6. So spread the word to your team. If anybody's interested, just instant message me or text me, and I'll give you my PayPal link, and you can get tickets at half price to Vegas. Okay, as soon as they're gone, you just got to buy them through the website, and they're full price. All right, so let's talk about how to launch. Obviously, we've done this training before, but I really want to kind of parlay the importance of going fast, not slow. and why launching your business and getting someone started fast is so important. So first of all, I'm going to talk about how to recruit, okay? How to recruit 20 people in 30 days. But I want to kind of back this up. I want you guys to think about how to recruit 20 people in 2 weeks. And I'm saying that laughingly, but for those of you who know this, and we've kind of let the cat out of the bag, we just started a 2-week pay cycle. So what that means is we have an extra week to rank advance. Most of our weekly pay cycles are only 1 week, which, let's face it, you got to do a lot of volume within 1 week in order to rank advance. So we've got a little bit of a cat out of the bag secret for everybody. And I want everybody to think about how to do what we're going to talk about in a 2-week pay cycle. All right. What we're going to be covering today is what you need to focus on with this strategy, what it's going to be worth it to you over time, how to do it. Okay. So backing up, why you need to focus on this strategy, okay? What it's going to be worth it to you. I mean, if you guys think about rank advancing and the money that you're earning going to diamond, we always talk about it. Diamond is 10,000 points in the pay leg. 20% of 10,000 points just in the dual team is $2,000. Now, if you're consistently qualifying as a diamond, that's $8,000 a month just in dual team commissions. Nothing to do with fast start bonuses, nothing to do with check matching. Do you realize you also get $1,000 extra per month towards your car, no matter what it is? So this is a lot of money. Diamonds, I mean, we're talking about earning over $100,000 a year minimally if you're hitting that diamond rank. So I really want to talk about how to do it, because once you hit it, it's not just hitting it once, of course, it's continuing to hit it. And I really believe this company is really set up so that people, once they hit it, they don't drop below it. Because if you do this right, you should be duplicating diamonds, all right? All right, so let's talk about the most successful network marketers, leaders have. They always have an intense focus over a 30-day period. And again, I'm going to start talking about a 2-week period because that's what I want you guys to be focused in on. Consistent, intense action during that period of time. My theme is right now, put your running shoes on, because this 2-week cycle, it's going to be nonstop for us. I mean, we're planning on, our goals are to be up at 5:30 every morning and to bed at midnight. We're going to be consistently doing what we're about to talk about, which is not hard, but it's doing it consistently, okay? Over and over and over again, doing very simple things over and over and over again, and teaching your people how to do that, all right? Typically, you can recruit 20 people in 30 days doing this, okay? And again, we're talking about 2 weeks. And when you do it, more people are engaged, they're more excited. You know, when you have an intense burst of energy with your group and with your people, and everybody's focused in on doing what they need to do, it just kind of like the universe opens up. More people are going to be coming to you because you're just doing more activity. It's just kind of how it works. When you do the slow and steady, okay, things are slow and they're steady. But when you do things with a burst of energy and, you know, an intense focus, things always just grow faster. Okay, that's just the law of network marketing. Okay, so what would it be worth it to you to recruit 20 people over a 2-week period or a 3-week period? Okay, we already talked about this, but you got fast start bonuses. Okay, we know that every single time you bring somebody in, you're making a 10% fast start bonus. Okay, so just add up the money. I already talked about what you're going to earn in the dual team. All right, 10,000 just at the diamond level is 2,000. 10,000 points is $2,000 per week. Okay, check matching. Okay, duplicating this. What I'm really excited about is just our income going up just through check matching right now, because everybody's starting to earn a substantial amount of money in the dual team based on where they are. Okay, if you personally sponsor somebody and they're making $2,000 a week in the dual team, you're making 10% of their check. So how many people that you personally sponsor do you want to get to diamond? And as you climb the ranks, you guys, you're earning up to 10 levels deep. Obviously, other bonuses, you know, the car bonus, amazing. When you advance your rank, obviously that's huge, you guys. Be an example to your team. The leader, obviously the speed of the pack is always determined by the leader. You want to be running as fast as you can. You want people to be chasing you. You want to be an example. And of course, the reputation and prestige. I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as we became president in this company, you get in line to have an article done for you by Business from Home. That was done. I mean, we were part of the lineup there, and that opened up a lot of doors for us. We had a lot of people, a lot of exposure, and people that we wouldn't have known otherwise were contacting us. So, you know, it's getting your name out there. Okay, when you become a president or above, which is what everybody's goal should be, presidential millionaires, what everybody's goal should be, it just opens up so many more doors, exposure. Do you think Chad and Natita have people calling them every single day because of the exposure? Of course. So just think about that, you guys. Just the exposure, the prestige, and your reputation, the universe opens up, and just things just start to happen. So this means a lot of money over time. We're talking about into the future, setting up a legacy for your family, doing something right now with an intense effort, okay? Think about this as the launch of our company. That's how we're looking at it. Going into Vegas, because this is our team event, is like launching our company. This is really, really like a personal thing to us and for the people that are on our team and for our whole family here on this call. So going into that, you want to be sitting there at that event as a diamond or above. You want to be. By the way, the diamonds and above, you need to make sure you videotape yourself for 30 seconds. I think 60 seconds, excuse me, and do a video of why you're excited about where you're going. Get that off to Jeremy Roma. There's going to be so much recognition. They're going to be doing a lot of, they're going to be editing that, and it's going to be played throughout the conference. If you hit president, you know you're on stage. You're going to be able to do a 30-minute training on stage at this conference. I know that they've slated some extra slots for people that are going to hit that, because we know we have people that are going to hit president in the next 2 weeks, okay? So success loves speed, okay? If you do this, okay, and this is just the numbers, okay, 12 of the 20 will do something in 30 days. 8 will look like leaders within 90 days. 12 months, 4 will remain and provide 90% of your income. You'll end up having 2 major leaders that will remain after 5 years, and 1 will be doing more than half your volume. And when you look at these numbers, I'm a numbers girl. Everything to me in network marketing is just a science. It's just numbers. I'm going to be doing some reverse engineering when we finish up here, but all you got to do is look at, when you bring people in, what really shakes out. We've done these trainings before, and people go, oh, that doesn't look good, that you're going to have 2 major leaders that will remain after 5 years. You guys, you got to understand something. 2 major leaders can be producing millions of dollars in income. You don't need a lot. So, you know, I look at just what we have after a short 6 months, 7 months. I look at the leadership that's developing and the volume that's being produced from that. You know, it's not from, you know, thousands of people. It's from 4 to 5 good business legs of business. So these numbers are really true. They really are. So you gotta bring in a burst of people to have this kind of shakeout. All right. If you do it over 12 months, okay, you bring 20 people in over 12 months. People think, well, what if I do that slowly? What if I do that in a slower period of time? Okay. 8 will do something. 4 will look like leaders within 90 days. Within 12 months, 1 will remain and provide 90% of your income. And then the numbers are, what does that look like? Well, 0 will be doing half your volume. In other words, less sticks. It's just a formula, you guys. Over a longer period of time, if you do the same amount of work, look at the results that you get. So again, this is just the math of multi-level. This is a science. It's been proven. The things that you do over a shorter period of time are gonna stick. If you spread out that same result over a longer period of time, less sticks. It's just kind of like nothing catches fire. We like to use the analogy of an airplane. If you're taking an airplane down the runway, what do you got to do to get it off the ground? You've got to put the throttle down so that you kind of catch that air and it catches that momentum so that it can have liftoff, right? And then once you get up in the air, you can throttle back, right? And you don't have to have it down all the way. You got to do that to get an airplane off the ground. Using the analogy of a rocket ship, if you want to get the rocket ship off the ground, they say that, again, I'm not a rocket ship person, that 80% of the fuel is used in lifting off 5 inches from the ground. The other 10 to 20% of the fuel will take that rocket ship around the world. So again, this is just mathematics. It's just the science of things. It's better to do everything faster with a more intense energy to get a better result. Does that make sense, you guys? If I'm an airplane and I'm only at half throttle, I'm never going to get the airplane off the ground. Eventually, it's just going to run out of the runway, okay? And that's a lot of times what happens in network marketing. People just end up getting discouraged because they never get liftoff. They never get the business where they want to get it. And I look back in our first 30 days in the business, we brought in over 40 people. I think it was close to 50 people because we didn't sleep, okay? How do you think we got to president? It was because we had an intense focus over a short period of time. I mean, every single person we knew was getting in the not getting in the business, was getting information about what we were doing. We made sure that we were out of the closet, okay? We came out of the closet. When we came out of the closet, everybody knew. It wasn't a secret. And that's what we're going to talk about, okay? So let's get started here, okay? First of all, what's your story? What's your why? Why are you doing this, okay? You've got to really, we're going to talk about this in the first segment in Vegas. It's really setting up the right mindset, but you have to know, ask yourself every single day, why am I doing this? What is it that I want out of this business? What is the goal? Because if you don't have a goal that's strong enough and you're not excited about where you're going, the little things like that you come up against, okay, every single day in any business will knock you out, okay? So you got to have a strong why, okay? You got to pick your 30-day window. Right now, we're talking about a 2-week window, a 2-week pay cycle. And obviously, most of the people on this call are going to Vegas. Most of the people that we've been talking to are gunning to rank advance. So we had a training last Wednesday, where I was telling people revving up to this time, okay? Right now, the computers are clicking over. We're about to start our 2-week pay cycle. This is the window, in my opinion. I'll tell you, I want everybody to have this be the window as to let me mute everybody. Hold on, guys. As to the window to get started, you got to be able to execute your game plan and track your results. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. And you got to be excited. Okay, you got to be excited. This can't be about you hope it happens. You've got to see it. I want everybody right now to close their eyes. Everybody, I know this is crazy and you guys think I'm crazy, but close your eyes and visualize that you're in Vegas. The conference is about to start and the crowd is roaring, okay? Everybody's so excited, okay? We just got off the suite party on Thursday night and it's Friday morning and you're sitting there and you're now in the diamond section. You're up in that diamond section where everybody wants to be. You're not back in the bleachers. And you're just feeling so proud of yourself. You're so excited that you put the energy into reaching your goal and you did it. And I want you guys to bathe in that. I want you to feel it. You have to put yourself in the mindset that it's already happened. Now you're just on a journey to get there. Now you just got to execute the plan. You've got to do what it takes to make it happen. Okay, you got to see it though. You got to feel it. You got to be excited about it. All right? Preparation. What's your commitment? Okay? What's your commitment? You got to clear your calendar. Now, a lot of people work, and there's some people that don't, but if you work, get your calendar out, okay? And you got to block off all the times that you're at work that you're not going to be able to, do this business. And then when you're, not working, you got to look at all the times that you have available to do it before work, on your break, after work. Some people say, well, I start at 8 and I'm off at 8. Well, you might have to get up at 5:30 because then you'll have from 5:30 to 8 to do the business. On your breaks, you got to block out that time. Maybe instead of going to lunch with the coworkers, you're going off and making some calls and getting back with people. As soon as you get off work, you're going to, instead of maybe going to the gym, there might be some sacrifices that you have to make. Or instead of going out and meeting your girlfriends and having a happy hour or watching your favorite show, you're doing this business. So you've got to clear your calendar, you guys. You got to make sure you sacrifice something. You got to give up something. Okay, in order to get something, in order to get ahead, you're going to have to get out of balance to get in balance. There's going to be some things you're going to have to sacrifice. Obviously, you can't give up working if that's putting food on the table. So you have to do anything that does not get you where you're going to need to go over the next 2 weeks. I put on the back burner. I would say everything that I need to do is going to be focused in on my goal to get to diamond. Negotiate with your family. Eliminate all distractions. Talk to your existing group, okay? First of all, sit down with your family. Sometimes, I have people say my wife is being negative or my husband's being negative. They're not behind me. Do you know why your wife or your husband might be negative? Is because they never see you go for it. Or maybe they never see you accomplish what you want to accomplish and they just kind of get, here he goes again, or here she goes again. If you really want to get your wife or your husband or your significant other on board, you got to show them a commitment. If you really sit down and tell them, listen, you're not going to see me over the next 2 weeks. I'm going to put 100% of my effort into this business because you know what? I got to make it happen. They're going to get behind you. Sometimes you need to show them that you're serious about what you're doing. Like I said, eliminate your distractions. And by the way, start talking to your existing group. I know that there's people underneath us right now that are diamond or above, and we give everything to everybody. We really do. We do a lot of things that I will tell you most leaders don't do for their people after 30, 60, 90 days. We're going to be bringing on a lot of new people, okay? We're going to be launching a lot of new people. And what I really want to talk about here is about people taking on the responsibility to start launching their people and launching the new people within their group. We're not going to be as available because there's only so many launch calls we can do, right? We need everybody else doing lots of launch calls. That's how we're going to be duplicating. So, obviously talk to your existing group. It's kind of like your kids. As soon as you are on the phone, they start to act up, right? Well, do you think Jeff and I are calling Jeremy every day? Do you think Jeremy Rome is calling Chad and Anita? We talk to Jeremy very little. I mean, Jeremy hears from us, we maybe touch base once every other week or maybe once a week. That's kind of what's happened as you move on in terms of building your business. It's kind of like your parents. You move out of the house. You need them less. That's what you need to do to develop the face of leadership. You want to take on that role for your people. And I know a lot of you here on the call are doing that. Got to get yourself a fresh list of prospects. Obviously I'm moving back and scrolling over everybody. I have been over the last 30 days revving up to this period, because our goal is to go grand president, minimally double president. That's 100,000, 150,000 points in the pay leg. That's our goal. So we've got it mapped out exactly what we need to do that. And again, it's just math. I'm going to talk about that, okay? And I want you guys to focus in on going diamond, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do when we get off this call. Sharpen your inviting skills, have your script in front of you, practice. Some of the things that I do before I get on a call is, you got to get up, you got to stand up, you got to look in the mirror. When you're talking to people, smile, put on some good music. Right before you're going to call somebody, get in a good mood. You have to have the right mindset. It's just a simple shift. When you talk to somebody, when you call somebody, when you instant message somebody or text somebody, do you expect them to answer you back? Or are you thinking, oh, they'll never do it. They'll never respond. See, my mindset is everybody will respond. Everybody should want to do this business, right? Your mindset should be that way, because that's what you want to put out into the universe. So sharpen your inviting skills, get your mindset right. All right, next. Okay. So schedule for success. This is you put your schedule together. Like I said, when can you be on the phone when you're driving? Make sure you have your Bluetooth in. When are you starting? Are you getting up earlier? What kind of breaks do you have during the day? If you work, lunchtime, evening hours, weekend hours. I mean, just over the weekend, if you work Monday through Friday, let's say 8 to 5, you got before work, you got after work, and then do you realize on Saturday and Sunday, right there, you could be working bell to bell, just focused in on what you need to do. That's a lot of time spent. I always say that most full-time people in network marketing, it's really, if you really think about it, if you're putting an intense focus in, 20 hours of work is very productive. It really is. Okay, if you really were clocking in what you're doing in terms of money-making activities. Okay, all right, so this is what we're going to do. Right now, we're starting with filling up our funnel. Okay, when we hang up, when we get off this launch call, you guys, it's going to be, like I said, put your running shoes on. It's going to be put the pedal to the metal. It's going to be contacting, instant messaging, texting, calling. All I'm going to be doing, and we always talk about this, is 2-minute video. Hilo.life. If I'm sending somebody a text or an instant message and they're part of my inner circle, these are people that I see every day or I know very well, I'm going to be calling them too. All right? As far as presenting goes, your job is to be a professional introducer. Your job is to be a professional introducer into the events, the Zoom meetings, the opportunity meetings, the live webinars, the recorded webinars. So we're going to be talking about that. I want everybody to have 100% focused effort on what they're doing. And first of all, right here, make friends with your phone. Make sure you have a charger on you at all times. I'm kind of known for running out of juice, and I always carry my charger with me. Just don't forget where you leave. I always lose my charger too. But make sure that you have your charger with you. Make sure that you have your phone with you. Make sure you plug it in at night so it's ready to go in the morning. Obviously, the tool is the 2-minute video. We're going to be doing lots of one-on-ones, lots of two-on-ones, lots of Zoom meetings. Everybody, if you're serious, you need to get your own Zoom account. Okay? Got to do it. You have to do it because, first of all, when we've launched somebody, and we're going to talk about that, I get somebody started in the business, we're going to be doing their first 4 Zoom meetings. After that, they need to be doing their Zoom meetings for themselves and their people. We have a discounted rate right now for Zoom. If you go to cnworldgn.com, this is Chad and Natita's website. I'm going to repeat that, cnworldgn.com. You could get a Zoom account at a discount. So that should be everybody's homework when they get off this phone. If you don't have a Zoom account, get one. You're going to need it, all right? Zoom right now has become our best friend. It's kind of like Dick Tracy days. It's kind of like beam me up, Scotty. We could do a meeting or talk to people all around the world through this tool. I mean, crazy. I mean, Jeff and I we're fighting for our Zoom account. We might have to get 2 because even if we want to just talk to somebody, we do it through Zoom. So get yourself a Zoom account, all right? Obviously, the live events, you know, this isn't about weekly meetings. This isn't about home parties. You know, we were laughing this morning, Jeff and I. In the old days, if we wanted to do a meeting, we were flying to San Francisco. We were driving to San Diego. We were driving to LA. We were driving to Phoenix and Vegas. You know how time intensive that was? In one of our other meetings, they called it CJMs, Coffee Jazz Mixers. I mean, we used to be in a company called Organo Gold. We were in someone's living room 3 to 4 times a day sometimes. Morning CJMs, afternoon CJMs, evening CJMs. We taught, if you're not in someone's living room, you're not making money. Do you know our live events right now are maybe once a month, okay? Soon to be, the reality is Jeff and I will be at a big Super Saturday probably every weekend because we're going to be on the road. But for the most part, in your area, if you're, let's say, in Colorado, there might be a live big Super Saturday once every 2 months or once every 3 months. Okay, so when we have these live events like Vegas, okay, 2-day huge event, you want to make sure you're there. Blitz days. This is another thing that's really fun. If you want to get with your new people, if you're all in the same area, get together. Everybody get around the dining room table. We used to do this. Get your list in front of you. Everybody has their computer, and you just start instant messaging, texting, calling. All of a sudden, somebody says, you know what, I'm with my upline, you know, president, leader. I can have her talk to you right now. And they would be handing me the phone. Blitz days are great because everybody is feeding off of everybody. If somebody's not having good results, they might start listening to somebody who is, and then they get motivated. So the whole point about filling up your funnel, you guys, it's 100% effort. We always say there's no bad activity. All activity is good. 3-way calls. All right? I always say if I'm working with a new person, if they get a bite, what do I want them to do? A bite means someone says, that's cool. They send that 2-minute video. What are you doing? I want one. That's called a bite. That's a really great transition into getting your upline on what's called a 3-way call so that they can share the vision of what we're doing. I mean, between Jeff and I, we must do 23-way calls a day, minimally. And obviously social media. Facebook has been so huge for us. Some people are really into the LinkedIn. I know Fran is like the LinkedIn queen now. Instagram. There's so many ways to get the message out. And then of course we have our launch webinars. So right now, filling up the funnel. Fill up your funnel, 100% of your effort, every single moment. It should be either I'm sending out, I'm texting, or I'm contacting a new person, or I'm following up and launching somebody. That's it. There's only so many things you guys can do. Either A, I'm contacting somebody new, I'm doing either a 3-way call, or I'm doing a Zoom meeting. Those are the 3 things Jeff and I do over and over and over and over again. That's it. And the more people in your group that do those 3 things, the more money you make. The more money you make. It's that simple. Then you get people started. Now I'm going to talk about getting somebody started right. Okay? How to create activity in your group and drive somebody to diamond right now, or anybody in your group that's existing to diamond within this 2-week pay cycle. Are you guys ready? Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you got to identify, first of all, who in your group wants to go diamond. Because there's a lot of people that might have gotten started, but they might just be sitting there. Maybe they were frozen because they didn't get their helo. And maybe they're ready to get started because they finally got their helo. And I'm saying that not to make fun, but some people just got frozen. So first of all, what I want you to do is I want you to identify in your existing group, who in this group is ready to run. And what I mean by that is ready to go diamond, ready to minimally go platinum. Do you know you get VIP seating if you're gold or platinum in Vegas? If you want to go gold, it's 2,000 points in your pay leg. If you want to go platinum, it's 5,000 points in your pay leg. And if you want to go diamond, it's 10,000 points in your pay leg. So first of all, identify who those people are. And it's really easy to do. Every single person here should know who they sponsored, who's frontline to them. Who did you personally bring in the business? Take the time today to make sure you contact everybody frontline that's frontline to you and find out who wants to run, who wants to go diamond. So let's say you identify 3 or 4 people in your existing group, and then now you've got to identify who are some new people that you're going to be bringing in, okay? Who are some new people that you're going to be sponsoring? Now, when I bring somebody in, my conversation when I'm doing a 3-way call or when I'm sponsoring someone into the business is, do you want to go slow or fast? And the person says, well, what does that mean? Well, if you want to go fast, I want to show you exactly what you need to do to go diamond. And I explain to them what that means. Diamonds make between $8,000 and $10,000 a month. Do you want to go diamond? Person says, absolutely. I said, all right, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. First thing we need to do is we need to book a launch Zoom webinar within 2 to 3 days. Has everybody got that? Now, if I'm talking to somebody today, what day is it? Monday? They should have their Zoom webinar on Wednesday or Thursday. Not Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or next week. 2 days, 3 days. Remember, speed. Remember, it's about getting that person to move. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know what? Just plug into the existing webinars that we do Monday night at 6, Wednesday night, Friday night, or Sunday. Yes, that would be for the person that wants to go slow. This is for the person that says, you know what? I just want to wait till I get my helo, and I'm really busy, and I'm not sure this is for me. If someone wants to go fast, it's because they want to go diamond. If someone wants to go slow, you're going to know they want to go slow. Does everybody get the difference? So if somebody wants to go fast, you book their private launch Zoom meeting within 2 to 3 days. Now, why do you need your own Zoom account? Because you're going to be doing that. You're going to be doing that Zoom meeting for your person. Now, if you're working with somebody because you just got started, you look to your upline, they can help you with your first Zoom meeting for your people. Look to your upline diamond, okay? Find out who above you can help you. Now, some people might say, you know what? I would like to do the first half, and I want you to do the second half. I've done lots of those. Or I might want to do the first one for you, and then you do the next one. But make sure that when you bring somebody in, you schedule it immediately. Do you know how I'm closing a lot of people on three-way calls for people? This was yesterday. I'm on the phone with somebody who's on the East Coast. She gets me on the phone with somebody in Florida. And as I'm going through our story and I'm doing a three-way call, I say, listen, Ray, this is the gig. Do you want to go slow or fast? He goes, of course I want to go fast. Okay, because that's a closing question. That's how we close people. Diamonds get you, going fast is getting to diamonds, which is making between 8,000 and 10,000 a month. Are you interested in that? He said, yes. What does that look like? I say, we need to schedule you a private launch Zoom meeting within 2 days. I'm gonna set the time right now if you want to do this. What time is good for you? He says 4 o'clock on Friday, my time, which would be 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock his time. He's in Florida. I gave him the address, okay, which is my Zoom account. And I say, I want you to get as many people on that as possible. Minimally 10. Now, if you want to get 10 people on that, how many people do you need to invite? I would invite as many people as you possibly can, but I need you to get at least 30 plus yeses for you to have 10 people on that Zoom meeting. He goes, got it. Then I gave him the instant message to send. I said, all you got to do is I want you to send out this instant message to as many people as you can. I'm sorry. As many people as you can.
Sorry?
He's distracting me.
You gonna throw something at me?
He's distracted. What if I did that to Jeff? I can never even look at him if he's doing a webinar. Okay, so I want to send out that instant message and text to as many people as you can. And that's on the welcome letter. And I tell him exactly what to send people. So now, and by the way, we'll send you the welcome letter. But I want him to move. And he says, done. Now, after I got done, he committed. I say, so what you need to do is get on the website of Kathy, and you need to buy a premium pack. So he needs to buy a premium pack. We booked his Zoom meeting, and he needs to send out an instant message and text to as many people as he can. Now, during this process, if you have any questions, and during the process you have people that want more information, I am on a high alert for three-way calls, and I explain to them how to do three-way calls. That's how you launch somebody. It's getting them to move. Just through that three-way call, we closed him because he had direction on what he needed to do. Simple. It's get someone started, send out the instant message or text, get them on three-way calls, and make sure you book their Zoom meeting. That's about it. And if every single person on this call, we have 92 people on this call, 92. If every single person did that with every single person they brought in, think about the duplication we would have. And now when I do a Zoom meeting, you guys, a Zoom meeting, it's just go through the information. I mean, it's really just read the slides. There's no magic. There's no magic. It's for me, I'm kind of like very analytical, but I'm not. I go, but I don't overthink it. It's just numbers, okay? It is just numbers. So get them started. The most successful network marketers work a 30-day plan. What I want everybody to do here on this call is work a 2-week plan. Starting right now when this call ends. Success loves speed, right? It's going to accelerate your success. Be prepared, make your schedule, and work your plan. Okay? So now I'm going to give you guys some numbers. Okay, I already talked about we close people. I think I've got my video on. Yeah, I do. We close. Do I have my video on, honey? I don't even know if I have my.
Oh, you need my help now?
Okay, now I need your help.
Did you need me now? Whack job. Here, hang on.
I don't even know if my video's on. I think last time I did a call last Wednesday, my video wasn't even on.
You're scrolling through. There you are.
Okay, perfect. Okay, my video's on. All right, so let me just kind of close up telling you guys this. Okay, close your people by booking their launch. Accelerate the process. Don't just say, hey, it's great talking to you. Get back with the person, you know, who brought you in. You know, pick a package. No, when you do a three-way call, close them by booking their launch event. When we were in another company, we gauged our business based on events. So I want you guys to think about this, okay? So hang with me. When Jeff and I were in another company, the month we went diamond, which is kind of like diamond over here, we gauged it by how many home parties we did. We knew that we had to have so many home parties, they called them CJMs, coffee jazz mixers. We had to have so many home parties per day in our group in order to hit our number. So just hang with me here, okay? We knew that we had to have at least 3 to 5 coffee jazz mixers in order to become a diamond. Because at each event, we knew that we were going to close 2 to 3 people. Does that make sense? So we were talking about it this morning. We were kind of reverse engineering it. I want you guys to think about your home parties that most of us are, if you've been in network marketing, y'all know what I'm talking about. We had to do lots of home parties, or we had to do lots of weekly meetings in all sorts of different markets. I want you to translate that over here to launch meetings, to Zoom meetings. These are our home parties, all right? So how many Zoom meetings need to be going on in your group for you to hit diamond, all right? All right, let's talk about it. If you want to hit diamond, you need 10,000 points on your right leg, and you need 10,000 points on your left leg, right? Everybody knows that every package translates into points. I don't know if I need to write this or not, but you all know that if you bring in someone who buys a single pack, with loyalty, that's 130 points. If someone starts for family pack for $13.29, with loyalty, that's 550 points. And if someone starts for the premium pack, that's $19.99, with loyalty, how much is that? That's 800 points. Okay, so everybody understands points. So if I need 10,000 points on my right leg and 10,000 points on my left leg in order to become a diamond, right? How many family pack goes into 10,000? 18. I need 18 family packs on my right, and I need 18 family packs on my left. Well, if you look at Zoom meetings, on every Zoom meeting, we were kind of doing the numbers, Jeff and I. If someone has 10 people show on a Zoom meeting, 10 guests, you're going to get 3 to 4 deals or more. So let's just use the number 3. And let's say some do the premium, some do the family, and some do the single. If we go smack in the middle and those 3 deals go family, all right? You would need, okay, you need 18 family packs on your right and 18 family packs on your left. Divide 3 into 18. You need 6 launch calls in order to get to diamond. Okay, now think about this. This is kind of crazy to me. 6 total launch calls over 2 weeks in your group. 3, you see what I'm saying? In your whole group in order to go diamond. Now, I was telling you our number. If we want to try to hit, let's say president, double president, okay? And I want you guys to think about this. Think about the numbers. That's 100,000 points. 550 goes into 100,000. I need 180 deals. Total, right? 180 deals. Not talking about the loyalty, 30 bucks a pop. I'll take all that and make it gravy. If I divide 3, because we're saying 3 per Zoom meeting, get in, into 180, how many launch calls do we need in our entire group? 60. So over the course of 2 weeks, Jeff and I need 60 Zoom meetings in our group, which is 4 per day, in order to hit double president. You see how we figured out that math? So all you guys have to do is think about Diamond. You need 6 launch calls in the next 2 weeks in your group.
One every other day.
One every other day that you do, getting 3 people in per. Now let's say you're not getting 3 people. Let's say you're getting half of that. How many launch calls do you need? You need 12. Little less than 1 a day. So everybody here on this call, I want you to think Zoom meetings, Zoom meetings, Zoom meetings. How many people can you get doing Zoom meetings? We're going to be doing, right now, we're going to be doing, between the 2 of us, okay? If we need 4 per day in our entire group, we're going to do that ourselves. And we're going to look at our group as gravy. That's how we're looking at getting to grand president, right? Because if we do 4 a day, and we're hitting at least 3 new deals a day between our new people that we're bringing in, this is how you grow this. And another thing I want to tell you is when we get somebody in and you book their Zoom meeting, if they get their 3 people, what do you immediately need to do? It's called book a meeting from a meeting. Those 3 people have to book the next Zoom meeting. So now I've got 3 days later, another Zoom meeting. Because that person now and 3 people, we've got 4 people booking into the next Zoom meeting. Then 3 days later, what do? We book another Zoom meeting because now those people have new people. And then what do we do after we book the 3rd Zoom meeting? We book another Zoom meeting, right? And now by the end of those 4 Zoom meetings, you should have that person a Diamond. Because 4 Zoom meetings, if you got 3 deals per Zoom meeting and you have people getting people, you should have your 18 packs on the right and 18 packs on the left. You guys, this is just math. Think about every Zoom meeting as 3 deals. And all I will ask all of you to do is in your group, this is all you got to do every day. How many Zoom meetings are going on? How many am I doing? And how many are how many are going on in my group?
You should get more specific about Wilson right now.
So we're closing this call out, you guys. The pay cycle is switching over. By the time I get off and I get on the computer, the computer should have updated, hopefully. As soon as it has, I know there's a lot of people that have paper applications from the previous week because they were launching people. Go ahead and get those in. Get them in as soon as you can. What you can do, another thing you can do, is you can take those, let's say I launch somebody and they have 3 paper apps. You might want to decide who goes first, who goes second, who goes third. You might want to do it based on volume. You want to generate even more volume before you get them in the system. Tell those 3 people, whoever gets the most volume goes first. And by the end of today, put them in.
Yep.
So what I would do is I would make those 3 calls to those 3 people, and I'd say, all right, you're all sitting on family packs. If each one of you gets your 2, who get their 2, and drive the volume, you're going to go first if you have the most volume. If you don't have the most volume, you're going to go third. So drive more volume with those paper apps before you put them in, and then get them in the system by the end of today. All right? So I'm done, you guys. I want to thank everybody for your attention this morning. We're available 24/7. You want to add anything, Jeff?
Yeah, why don't you get up for a second?
All right, he's got to add something. Thanks, guys.
I don't have to add anything. I just wanted to say hi. Isn't she great? That was an awesome call. I learned something. I'm going to do a launch call now, honey.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks.
Let's go Diamond.